Nice, Honorable Senator Mutsvangwa.
Thank you, Madam President. I will try to be short because I have got a flu. But all the same, I want to start by giving plaudits to the Minister of Justice and his team from the beginning when he presented this bill before the two houses of Parliament. He has done a fantastic job, and he has carried this bill through to the consultative process all over the country, one of the most animated political engagements for the people of Zimbabwe. I don't think, aside from the elections of 1980, which were a product of our liberation war, there has been such engagement by the Zimbabwe people as we have had over this bill. Equally, the debate in our lower house showed the enthusiasm of the people, of the parliamentarians, the deputies who have been sent by various constituencies to come and represent them at the national level. The debate was, to say the least, scintillating. It showed Zimbabweans at their best, showing to the world that they love their democracy, that when it comes to defending what are the interests of the people of Zimbabwe, the deputies in the lower house are up to speed. The same spirit is being shown in this house. I can see that people are showing a lot of enthusiasm for the work which is before them in this bill. Minister of Justice, I know that the principles which you put across, which you also included revisions and removals of certain clauses which would not have found favor with the two houses, showed you as a minister who is alert to the needs of the people of Zimbabwe. So I will not dwell on those clauses which you already have dispensed with. And on the other clauses, I fully support the bill, but I will single out one, which is the extension, which is the elongation of the term of the presidents. The president whom we have now, even if he is a beneficiary of this bill, would by any measure deserve to be given a longer period in office in order to complete the work which he has been doing. By 2017, this country was in a state where nobody wanted to be associated with. When you went to foreign countries, your head was stooped low because everybody was pointing at Zimbabwe as a country which was going to fail as a modern African state. There was this perception that the hopes of 1980 had been dashed, but the President Mnangagwa is the comeback kid. What he has done in 7 to 8 years of his rule is such that the whole world is happy about Zimbabwe once again. And when you get a country like this in the United Nations, in a body which is like this one, of 200 and something countries, of 195 countries, and there is a vote on who becomes a member of the Security Council, and Zimbabwe scores the highest without even any opposition, it shows that we have come back again as a country where we can show the world that we are proud about who we are and we are responsible citizens on the global stage. Now, if a man like that is in charge, we say, if it is not broken, don't fix it. Let him have more time driving this country to where it should be. And he has a vision of 2030 of Zimbabwe as a modern middle income status country. That's a noble aspiration. Another 2 years of him, and if he doesn't offend the Constitution, like what we are doing right now, it doesn't offend the Constitution, it means we are wise to let a good man be in charge of the driving seat of a country of clever and heroic people. So that clause is one which I stand by. I'm very happy with it, and I'm also happy that so far in this House there's not been a dissenting voice to that clause. Let it be like that, Mr. President. This is a good thing, and I want to close my debate by those few words. I thank you. I fully support what the Minister of Justice has done, and I hope this House will live up to speed. I thank you.
Honorable Mutsvangwa, I recognize Honorable Senator Sindlovu.
Ngiyabonga Madam President ukunika leli thuba. Ngizabonga uMinister weJustice ukusilethela i-cap 3 lapha ukuthi sizokhuluma ngayo. Ngizobonga uchair we-Human Rights ubaba uMabhenyengwa onguchair wami, lami ngiyimember ye-Human Rights. Madam President, mina ngike ngabhoda bengifakwe ngapha eMashonaland East sisenza ama-consultations. So ngikubonile ngizwa abaningi bekufaka lapho ukuthi lapha babehamba khona babonana. So ke Madam President, ku-cap 3 ngizabamba ukubili kuphela. Ngizaqala ngikhulume ngendaba indaba yeZEC, ukuthi iZEC bathe ikibe seceleni kancane. Mina ke njengomuntu obeku-opposition, iZEC bivele isikhalisa ukwenza kwayo, besihlala vele sikhala ngayo iZEC. So ke nxa sokukhitshiwe kuZEC lakhona singabona ukuthi kuyahlupha phambili, sizabuya sikutshintshe.
Honorable Senators. Honorable Senators. Order, please. Let's give each other the time to debate his debate, please. You can continue, Honorable Senator Ndlovu.
Ngiyabonga Madam President. So ke ngibona ukuthi nxa kuzasihlupha phambili kodwa as long sokukhitshwe kuZEC, ngibona ngani lathi singakhala kancane ngoba iZEC into ebizenza bezisikhalisa kakhulu thina.